Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Hello. So, this is my tapestry. We are down to the last 12 rows, and then the back of this one's done. But you know what? I'm almost thinking maybe I want to do a plain back for them and do 2 pillows instead of 1 because they are so cool. Cooler than I thought they'd be. I am really, really happy. But then again, I might just turn it into 1 because it is 1 giant pillow that I'm trying to cover and he can flip it either side. But I'd like this to be done soon. 12 more rows. And if I didn't tilt my camera, that'd be great. Anyways, 12 more rows and I can start looking at putting it together, fixing up the actual pillow I want to put inside of it that I made, I thought, like 20 something years ago. But it's huge. I made it. It's a huge, huge pillow and it's very comfortable, very soft, and I want it back out on in the living room for comfort. Anyways, gonna work on a row and see how it goes. Glad you're here today. Tapestry is really quite tricky, actually. I love it. I do. I have a couple more that I'm trying to gather some yarns for. I'm going to grab the scissors here. This has been bothering me every time I pull it out, and I just haven't done anything about it. This is just some either hair or one of the yarns got intertwined, and I really don't like it there. It's bothering me every time I pull it out. Keep meaning to cut it out. So you're here with me while I do this and hope I don't actually cut the actual yarn, just this brown bit. So let's go here and I can feel a little bit more secure about this one. There. Alright, see? Totally wrapped around. It was brown. It looked really quite gross. I didn't like it. It was bothering me. It was kind of like these ones here. Or I just picked up a bit of black fuzz. And they'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about that. But that one was really like, it looked, every time I saw it, I kept thinking it was a bug. So we're going to pull out my old phone. My ancient phone. I never put this one on internet anymore because I just don't want it to be trying to connect to things and all that good stuff. So we have 10, 11 red. Just straight up single crochets. So we give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we're going to leave that most of the way finished because when I change colors with this, I know there's many ways to do it. I prefer just to pull the next color in through here and then make the next stitch. I know it seems a little bit tedious, but for me, it really seems to work. So we are going to do 2 oranges. Now the program I'm using for this is a cross stitch one, and basically you can put in a picture and it can turn it into a cross stitch. However, to get it detailed, I had to tell it to put in a whole bunch of colors that I'm never going to be using because I'm only using about 7 different shades. And so that is what it is. So I'm on these, I get to figure out what I want there. In this row, I decided I wanted a nice orange there. So we're going to pull that a little tighter. Okay, a little neater, and I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yellows. So, because we're starting to make our indent in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I've got about 3 blankets I want to make with tapestries. Just little squares and maybe put them together that way. Maybe, or as you go. I don't know. I haven't completely decided what I want to do yet. Make sure that's the right row. It is the right row. We're coming up real close to 80, which means like another 20 rows in total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's 10. Now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, I thought I was off on that one, but amazing. We are not off. And no brown in this one, so we are going to carry the brown through because I think I'm going to need it in 2 rows. So I'm not even going to cut it. We're just going to pull it through by pulling it behind us. So we're going to pull up that color there. Do we need... I got yellow over on the other side. Perfect. I just don't like dragging the colors unless I absolutely have to. And in this situation, it is just pulling it down the line. So we're just going to pop back there. Alright, so it's behind my black. And now keep it in the middle. It's not where I'm going to need it, but it will definitely make its way down to the next row without having to have a big wide open spot behind it. And there is my yellow end. It's like, that's not a yellow end, that's a cut end, and that's not what I want. I want this one here, this gentleman right here, to come through here. I'm going to pull this black down a little. I need to pull this stitch in a little bit more, it's too loose. Here we go, a little more, little more. And then we do a yellow, which goes right into the next black. Okay, so, oh, got that, got that. Now I need 3 more black. Yeah, I am definitely going to be doing more of the tapestry coming up soon. So possibly start it in January. I don't know if I'm going to start it soon just because of all the long-term ones I'm working on. Any tapestry one I'm looking at is going to be a big project. So I have a couple that I really want to get going and just get them started. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 yellow. Now, because this is in a weird place, and we're getting to the spot where I may or may not have miscounted somewhere back there, but in a way that it's not even noticeable. So let's pull that a little bit. Let's see how many yellows I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there is 1 more yellow to accommodate for that extra stitch that I messed up on, and that is a-okay. I don't mind it being right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to do 10. Okay, and that is just to keep our lines straight. Because I messed up and put one extra stitch somewhere in here, I made the leg back here a little bit thicker. So I am trying to accommodate for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last one is a brown. Right, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a brown. And even if this was off by one, I'm okay with it. I just want to keep the legs looking the way they should, nice and straight all the way down, because I made a boo-boo, but I don't know where I made the boo-boo. I made it so long ago. I am not going back on this one. This one is a difficult one to take apart, and it's not noticeable to anyone but me, and possibly you if you remember this. So we'll be all right. And then 10 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. It's all tangled. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that is 10. Oh. So yeah, I do absolutely love this program. However, it is discontinued. So I will be on my next ones that I'm doing, my next big ones. I'm going to find a program that's somewhat similar, and I know there's a couple crochet ones. Some were bought, some are free. I'm going to try out a couple and see what works best. So I will be doing reviews on them as well. I promised that I would ages ago, but I'm not quite there yet. I don't want to jump ahead on a project that I'm not ready to start when I have so many on the go. Too many whips will make my brain go insane. I'm almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we had to have a yellow one that was a bit further, so that worked out very well. And now I need to figure out which one's red and orange. So I'm going to do 2 oranges here. Actually, no, I'm not doing just 2 oranges. I think I'm doing a few more, because those ones are the red. So 1, 2, 3 oranges. And I'll have to drag my red over. That's fine. So 1, 2, and 3 orange. Okay, I got 3 orange. Then I need 2 red. So we're just going to pull my red over this way. I got an orange over here, which is perfect. But I am bringing this orange behind. So we are going to be bringing this orange along because I'm going to need it one more time for one more stitch. 1 and 2, so I don't want to put in a whole new one. We're going to switch here. And we're going to drag the red behind, so we're going to hold it here, pop in, put the red back there, pull this through, so we're just pulling it along with us. There we go. Get a nice tension. Oh, I shouldn't have finished that. My bad. That's where I want to put the red, because it's 1 orange, then 1, 2, 3, 4 reds, and by then we'll get to this orange. So we're going to switch our orange to red. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got our 4 red. There we go. Wait, no, I'm here. 4 red, then 3 orange. Ooh, I was looking at the one on top. Thank goodness they have the same numbers. And we're going to pull our red behind again. So we go 1, 2, this time we have 3, and here we go. It should be to red. There we go, 1 red. And then this oddball one here that turned kind of weird because I had to switch it right at the end. We have this orange one that's going to be orange. Okay, 1 more. Come on, through you go. One ended up a little bit on the messy side. Okay. So now, this is where it's going to get weird. I have to start adding in other darker colors in here. See how if you look at my graph here, we're going to have to add more dark colors in here, which is going to be fun while I decide, but I think I'm leaning towards the browns and the blacks. So if I do this part here, these darker ones in brown, we can easily do this all in black because I'm only going to row 92. So 92, this is 80, 92. See, I got 93 here. So this whole bottom area is all going to be black. Good thing I bought some big blacks, right? That's fine by me. Once I get past all this, it's just a matter of single crochet all the way through, and that is the end. So we're going to leave this over here because that's where I'm starting. I'm going to give that make sure I know for sure. Anyways, thanks for joining me today for a row of tapestry goodness. I'm just going to turn this around so you can take a little peek before we go. How gorgeous this little buck is looking. He looks like he's got fire all around him. I love it. I do. I probably wouldn't have done the orange in a couple of these spots, but at the same time, I think it's going to look really good when it's done. It's going to really have a nice shadowy effect, and it's going to be looking like, you know, there's bits of the sun. It'll all work out. Anyways, thanks for joining me here today, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.